The night is soft around you now, warm, gentle air resting on your skin, a quiet darkness that feels safe and kind, like a soft blanket drawn slowly around your shoulders. Somewhere above, tall palm trees rise into the sky. You may not see every leaf, every line of each frond, yet you can sense them. Their long, graceful arms swaying slowly in the warm tropical breeze. A faint rustle, like a whispering lullaby, moves through the leaves and drifts down to you. The air smells faintly of salt and warm earth. It carries the memory of sunlit days, now cooled and softened by night. Every breath you take is easy here, slow, gentle, unhurried. Ahead, the ocean breathes in its own slow rhythm. Waves roll in toward the shore, then glide back again, a steady hush, again and again, like a calm and endless exhale. This sound has no edges, no sharpness, only smooth, repeating comfort. You find yourself beneath the palms, close to where the sand meets the water. The ground under you is soft and supporting, holding your weight without effort. Each grain of sand has settled itself to cradle you. You do not have to hold yourself up. The earth does that for you now. Far off, the horizon is just a gentle line between sea and sky. Night has softened the world into shades of quiet. No bright glare, no busy motion, only the slow moving of air and water and leaves. Everything around you is calm. Everything is calm enough for you to rest. The palms sway a little more deeply as the breeze drifts through. You can almost feel their slow, graceful motion, rocking ever so slightly above you. As they move, the leaves brush past one another with a soft rustling sound, a sound like pages turning in a very old, very peaceful book. Nothing urgent, nothing demanding, only the gentle passing of time. Somewhere nearby, a small cluster of leaves taps quietly together, then settles. A loose frond slides softly against another. Tiny sounds, close and harmless, join the larger hush of the surf. All of these sounds belong together here. They layer gently over one another, creating a soft, natural lullaby. You are not alone in this place. You are deeply held by it. The palms arch above like kind, watchful guardians. The ocean stays close, breathing in its slow, steady way. The sand supports you with steady patience. Around you, the night itself seems to lean in, protective and warm. Notice how the air feels on your face. The temperature's just right. No need to brace against heat or cold. Your muscles have nothing to push against, nothing to resist. They can simply ease and soften and let go. A gentle wind moves across the surface of the water and glides toward you. It carries the low, soothing scent of the sea, clean and calming. With each breath, that easy scent seems to wash through you, loosening the last traces of the day. Whatever you brought here can simply melt away into the sound of the waves. The waves continue their slow pattern, rolling in, reaching the shore, then sliding back, smooth and quiet. Each one arrives with a gentle hush, then fades into a softer, distant murmur, over and over, in a rhythm your body understands without trying. As the water moves, your own breathing begins to match it. You inhale with the gathering wave. You exhale as it flows away. No effort and no control, just a natural, easy sinking with the ocean's steady breath. Above, the palms respond to the same breeze. They lean a little, sway a little, always returning to balance, their long trunks rising straight and sure from the sand. Rooted deep, grounded, steady, they know how to stand in wind and calm alike. They do not rush, they do not worry, they simply sway and return. Here, you are as safe as those palms, rooted in comfort, held where you are. The world beyond this shore can pause for now. Its noise, its speed, its demands, all waiting far away, out of reach. In this place, the only thing asked of you is to rest. The night sky stretches wide and open overhead. You can sense its vast, gentle presence like a cool, soft ceiling covering the sea and the land. The darkness is not heavy here. It is soothing, spacious, and kind. It wraps around you like a soft cloak, shutting out what you no longer need to think about. Every now and then, a slightly stronger breeze moves through the palms. Leaves stir a little louder, then settle again. The sound rises and falls like another small wave in the air above you. As it passes, your body can relax even more, as if the moving air is brushing away held tension, one soft sweep at a time. Thoughts may still drift in and out, like small boats on the edge of your awareness. They do not need to be pushed away. They can float there for a moment, then gently drift out again on the slow tide of your attention. Nothing needs to be solved now. Nothing needs to be figured out. The night is not asking anything of you. All around, the tropical air hums with a quiet, living stillness. A few distant night sounds rise now and then, soft and harmless, then fade. Everything seems to agree that this is a time for rest, a time for settling, a time for breathing deeply and letting the body grow heavy and calm. Notice how your back feels supported. Notice the gentle weight of your arms and legs. With each breath, muscles loosen just a little more. Your jaw, your shoulders, the space between your eyes, all of them softening like sand slowly smoothing under the tide. Here by the water, time feels slower. Moments lengthen and drift like gentle clouds passing high above. You are allowed to move at the pace of the waves. Slow in, slow out. No pressure to be anywhere else. No need to do anything at all. If any part of you is still holding on to the day, you may let it rest in the sound of the surf. Imagine the waves carrying away the leftover noise and leaving only quiet behind. Each wave draws it out, dissolving it into the warm, dark water. What remains is simple, only breath, only the soft night air, only the steady presence of the palms above. The trunks of the palms stand like gentle pillars around you. They form a kind of natural shelter, open to the sky, open to the sea. You are nestled within this open shelter, free and yet enclosed by comfort. The breeze that moves through here feels like it knows you, as if it has circled the earth only to arrive now, at this moment, to soothe you. As you lie here, perhaps you can sense how fully you are being cared for. The earth gives you a place to rest. The air brings you ease with every breath. The ocean offers its steady, calming rhythm. The palms share their soft, rustling song. Nothing is missing. Nothing more is needed. Bit by bit, the edges of the day soften and fade. Thoughts become slower, gentler, less important. The mind grows quiet like a beach after sunset, when footsteps have vanished and the sand is left untouched. Only the waves remain moving in their timeless pattern. Here, under the swaying palms, you are free to surrender to this deep quiet, to feel the peace of the night moving through you, to trust that you are safe and completely held. The breeze softens again. The leaves above move in a slow, gentle sway. The ocean keeps breathing in and out, calm and steady in the distance. All of it folding around you like a soft, endless lullaby. And now, as the night settles deeper over the sea and the shore, you can rest more fully in this comfort, breathing with the waves, listening to the palms, letting the quiet tropical night hold you as everything grows softer and softer and still. The last colors of the day are slowly melting from the sky, soft gold easing into a tender wash of rose, then fading into a calm, open blue. The air is warm and gentle here, quiet, easy, the kind of evening that seems to breathe with you. Ahead, the ocean rests in front of you, broad and steady, its surface touched by the soft glow of the fading light. Waves move in and out with an unhurried rhythm, a slow, peaceful heartbeat along the shore. The sand beneath you is still holding the warmth of the day. You might be standing, you might be sitting, you might be lying back and letting your body sink into the soft, welcoming ground. However you are here, your weight is supported. The sand cradles you, shaping itself around you, offering an easy place to rest. As the sun slips lower, the colors above you begin to deepen. The bright gold softens into pale amber, then into gentle shades of blue and violet. Each minute feels slower than the last. Time loosens its hold, as if the whole evening is stretching out, just to give you more space to breathe. Feel the air on your skin now. It is warm from the day, but already you can sense the first hint of evening coolness. A soft breeze drifts in from the water, light and quiet, like a calm hand passing over your arms and face. Far above, the sky is smoothing itself into deeper blue. That bright daytime edge has gone. In its place is something softer, something quieter. The first faint stars are beginning to show, tiny points of light, appearing one by one, as if they are gently waking. The water in front of you catches the last of the glow. Not bright anymore, just a quiet shimmer that moves with each small wave. Light stretches in a long, loose path across the surface, fading and returning as the waves rise and fall. You watch that gentle shine and notice how your thoughts move like the water, drifting in, drifting out, without effort, beneath you. The sand is warm and smooth. If your toes are touching it, you can feel each grain give way, softly parting and then closing around your foot. If your hands are resting by your sides, they sink a little deeper with each breath, as if the shore is inviting you to settle. Notice how the sounds around you are changing. The playful noise of daytime has faded. No rush, no hurry, only the easy hush of evening. The waves roll in with a low, rounded sound. They break along the shore in a long, soft sigh, then slide back again with a gentle rustle. Each wave almost seems to answer the one before it. A slow, steady conversation, going on, without needing any words. Farther away, you can hear the faint murmur of palms, just a whisper at first. Leaves stirring as the night breeze begins to move through them. The sound is light and smooth, like fabric brushing softly against itself. As you listen, each sound becomes part of a calm, easy pattern. The hush of the water, the faint sighing of the trees, a distant bird calling once or twice before settling into its own rest. Nothing sharp, nothing jarring, only soft edges and gentle distance. Your breathing begins to match this quieter world, in and out, slow and steady, like the water touching the shore. There is no need to change anything. Simply noticing is enough. You are breathing. The sea is breathing. The sky above is quietly opening into night. As the light continues to fade, the colors around you grow deeper. The horizon softens. No hard lines, just a smooth blend of darkening sea and sky. A soft blue deepens into midnight tones, and the first stars grow clearer, like tiny lanterns hung high above the water. You may notice a single star at first, bright and simple. Then another appears, a little farther away. Soon there is a small scatter of them, quietly watching over this stretch of shore. They do not rush. They do not demand anything. They simply shine, steady and gentle, reminding you how wide and safe the night can feel. The breeze through the palms becomes a little stronger now, but still very soft. Leaves sway and murmur, a slow, rhythmic rustling above you. If you listen closely, you can almost hear a pattern in it, like a lullaby that belongs only to this place. The warmth of the sand holds you, while the air cools just enough to feel refreshing. Any leftover weight from the day, any remaining tension, can begin to slip downward, melting out of your muscles and into the ground beneath you. The shore knows how to carry it. You do not need to hold it anymore. Notice your shoulders now, how they can loosen and sink. Notice your jaw, how it can soften. Notice your hands, resting easily with nothing to do. The quiet of the evening moves through you, inviting every part of you to slow. The sky has grown darker. That early blue has become a deep, calm blanket overhead. The stars look a little brighter against it, their light steady and kind. You may see a faint band of cloud drifting by, or perhaps the sky feels open and clear. Either way, it feels wide and safe above you. A gentle roof over the soft, sheltered beach. The sound of the ocean has changed in your ears. What might have felt close and detailed before now seems rounder, more distant, like a slow, smooth pulse in the background. The individual waves blend together into one ongoing soothing sound. It rests behind every breath you take, holding you in a cradle of quiet rhythm. The world around you has lowered its voice. Daytime thoughts have stepped back. The shore has entered its own kind of dream, and you are part of it, here in this moment. Nothing is expected of you. You do not have to move, you do not have to decide. You are simply here, held by warm sand, soft air, and the gentle music of palm leaves and sea. If you like, you can imagine this place as your own private cove, a small secret curve of coastline, quietly tucked away from the rest of the world. No crowds, no noise, just a wide ocean in front of you and a soft ring of trees behind you. You are surrounded by calm on every side. The palms lean slightly toward one another, their fronds meeting high above in loose arches. They sway slowly with the breeze, casting shifting patterns of shadow on the sand. It feels like a living ceiling, a peaceful shelter made of leaves and starlight. Every breath draws in the scent of salt and warm earth. With each exhale, your body grows heavier, more relaxed, more at ease. You sink just a little deeper into the sand, into stillness, into the gentle safety of this evening. The last traces of sunset have now faded. Night has fully arrived, but it is not a heavy night. It is soft and open, filled with quiet sounds and gentle movement. The ocean continues its steady song. The palms keep whispering overhead. You are here, by the shore, wrapped in this tender, tropical night. Nothing pulls at you, nothing presses on you. It is as if this cove has been waiting just for you, ready to hold you, to soothe you, to offer a place where you can finally let go. Now the colors have softened into shadow. The sounds have settled into a slow, easy rhythm. Your breath moves in time with the sea, and your body is resting exactly where it needs to be. All around you, the night is calm, gentle, steady, and you can simply drift here in this quiet place by the water as the soft darkness gathers and the waves keep folding themselves over the shore again and again. The night is quiet here by the ocean and the world feels soft around you. The air is warm and mild, and there is an easy hush that settles over everything. You hear the distant rhythm of the waves, slow and steady, like a calm, gentle breath that goes on and on. Now you find a place to rest, a simple, open place on the beach where the sand lies smooth and welcoming beneath you. You lower yourself down, moving slowly, without hurry, letting your body meet the cool, tender surface of the earth. As you begin to settle, you notice how the sand responds. It gives way just a little under your weight, shifting in tiny, quiet motions. Thousands of small grains rolling and sliding, making space for you, shaping themselves around you with no effort at all. Your body sinks a little deeper, and the sand rises gently up to meet you. It supports you from below, firm but yielding, steady but kind. You do not have to hold yourself up. The ground is already doing that for you. Feel the length of your back resting on the sand. At first, there might be small places that feel a little tense, a little unsure. Then, slowly, each point of contact begins to soften. The sand shifts, cradling the curves of your spine, filling the quiet spaces, holding you in an easy, natural way. Your shoulders begin to let go. They may have been carrying the weight of the day, lifted just a little, ready to move, ready to react. Now they can gently drop down into the sand, as if the ground is inviting them to rest and to stay. The tiny grains move again, flowing into place, creating a soft nest beneath each shoulder. Notice how the back of your head feels as it rests. The sand is cool there, gently cool, with a comforting, neutral touch. It does not push back. It simply receives your weight and shapes itself perfectly to you, as though it has known your form all along. Each breath you take seems to let you sink just a little further. On the exhale, your body grows heavier, and the sand accepts that heaviness with quiet grace. You do not fall, you are simply held. Feel the gentle weight of your hips settling down. They sink a bit deeper into the sand, and the ground rises around them. It is as though a soft impression of your body is forming, a quiet hollow shaped just for you. You are not on top of the sand anymore. You are nestled into it. Your legs stretch out along the beach, long and relaxed. The sand supports the backs of your thighs, the curve of your knees, the angles of your calves. Where there were gaps, The grains have flowed in. Nothing needs to hover or hold itself. Everything can rest. Even your feet find their own easy place. The heels sink a little, the arches ease, the toes relax and soften. The sand cups them gently, a natural cushion that asks for nothing in return. You can feel the outline of your feet becoming part of the ground beneath you. Notice your hands now. They rest by your sides, or perhaps folded lightly, wherever they have chosen to be. The sand takes them in as well, wrapping them in a quiet, gentle embrace. Between each finger, under each palm, the earth provides a soft bed, cool and forgiving. Everywhere your body touches the ground, there is the same quiet conversation. Weight offered, support returned. The sand never resists. It only shifts and holds and reshapes itself to meet you exactly as you are. With each slow breath, you feel more of yourself melting into this support. Tension begins to loosen, like knots gently untying in warm water. The muscles that worked all day no longer need to do anything at all. They can soften and lengthen and grow heavy with rest. Notice how deeply you are held from below. The sand is not just beneath your back, or your shoulders, or your legs. It is under all of you, a full, steady presence, quiet and sure. You are completely supported in every direction that matters. Sense the safety in that. There is nothing to lift, nothing to hold up, nothing to manage. You can hand all of that over to the earth for a while. The beach knows how to carry your weight with ease. As you lie there, you might imagine each grain of sand as a tiny point of care, a tiny point of comfort. So many of them gathered beneath you, working together without effort. They adjust so you do not have to. They move so you can be still. Feel how the sand is cool close to the surface, with a deeper warmth held underneath. Where your body rests, those layers meet, and the temperature around you feels balanced and kind. Not too warm, not too cold. Just right for settling in and letting go. Your spine is long and relaxed now, each vertebra resting in its own gentle cradle of sand. From the base of your neck all the way down to your lower back, the earth has made room for every curve, every shape, every soft place that needed a little extra care. Your shoulders feel broader and more open, yet completely supported. They spread out slightly, no longer pulled in, no longer tight. The sand rises to meet them, like a quiet, steady embrace from beneath. You are held without being confined, free, yet securely at rest. Notice the steady pull of gravity drawing you down. Instead of resisting it, you can allow it. You can let your body be heavier and heavier still, trusting that the ground beneath you is more than strong enough. The sand does not strain, it simply receives. With every passing moment, the edges of your body feel a little less sharp, a little less defined. They blur softly into the support beneath you, as if you are gently blending with the beach. You are still you, and yet you are also part of this calm, resting place, part of the quiet earth, part of the peaceful night. If there is any last bit of tension that remains anywhere at all, imagine it slowly sliding down through you. Down through your back, your hips, your legs, down through your shoulders, your arms, your hands, drifting all the way into the sand, where it can dissolve and disappear. The beach can hold that too. It can take in your tiredness, your worries, the leftover echoes of the day. It holds them the way it holds your body, gently, without judgment, without effort. And as it does, you feel lighter inside, even as your body feels pleasantly heavy and grounded. Now your breath moves in a calm, even rhythm. The waves in the distance match that rhythm, rising and falling, rising and falling. Your body is the still point between them, safe and steady, resting in its soft, sandy cradle. Nothing to reach for, nothing to chase, only this comfort. Stay with this feeling of being cradled from below. The sand supporting every inch of you. The night wrapping itself gently around you. The simple truth that in this moment, you are fully held. You are allowed to rest here as long as you wish, to sink a little deeper into calm with every slow exhale, to trust the ground beneath you completely and let the last traces of effort fade away until all that remains is quiet and softness and the steady embrace of the earth beneath you. The night has grown a little deeper now. The air feels softer, quieter, as if everything is gently leaning toward rest. Palm leaves murmur above, and underneath their slow whisper, another sound begins to come forward, a low, steady rhythm, the ancient, calming song of the ocean. Somewhere just beyond the soft line of the sand, the sea is breathing in and out. A quiet pull, a gentle release. Wave after wave rolling toward the shore in a smooth, unhurried pattern. Nothing to force and nothing to chase. Only this easy, repeating motion. Notice how the sound rises in the distance, a soft, swelling hush. It grows little by little as a wave gathers far out over the dark water. You do not need to see it. You can feel it in the way the night seems to lean toward that sound, the water pulling itself together, forming a slow, rounded shape as it rises. Far away, beyond the first line of surf, the ocean is wide and calm. The surface is dark and gently shifting like a deep blue blanket with tiny folds. Stars rest above it, and now and then a hint of starlight touches the water, leaving a faint silver shimmer where the wave tops curve. The sea moves at its own slow pace, a patient, steady heartbeat of the world. High out there in the open water, one wave begins to form. It gathers itself quietly, without hurry, drawing strength from the rolling sea behind it. It rises just a little more than the water around it, smooth, round, quiet, already on its way toward the shore. Now stay with this one wave as if your attention can rest on it and drift along. It does not rush, it does not strain, it simply moves, gently, steadily, cradled by the ocean that carries it. The night wind brushes its surface, stroking it with soft, cool fingers, guiding it closer. As it comes in, the wave begins to change. It grows a touch taller, its crest lifting with a faint curve. Along its upper edge, the dark water thins to a lighter, glowing line, like silver drawn gently across ink. The shape shifts from round to slightly sharp at the top, as if it is taking a slow, deep breath. All the while, it keeps gliding forward, sure of its path. Underneath, you can imagine the sea floor rising to meet it. The water becomes shallower, and the energy of the wave gently folds upward. The sound grows a little clearer now, the soft rush becoming more present. The wave prepares to release itself, to lay its weight down on the sand. There is no effort here, only nature finding its way to rest. At the last moment, the crest tips forward. For a heartbeat, it hangs there, held by the quiet night. Then it spills over, in a soft white curl. The water folds into itself with a hushed, soothing roar. Not loud, not harsh, just enough to wash through the stillness like a comforting sigh. As the wave breaks, tiny droplets rise into the air. They are cool and fine, like a gentle mist drifting through the warm night. You can almost feel that faint spray on your skin. It touches lightly, then disappears, leaving only a memory of freshness, a sense of being washed clean and calm. The water rushes up over the sand, stretching itself out as far as it will go. It glides around small shells and over smooth stones, filling little dips and hollows with a thin, shining sheet. For a moment, everything is covered in moving light, the surface of the water mirroring the distant stars. Then, as always, the sea begins to return to itself. Listen to the soft hiss as the water pulls back through the sand. Tiny grains shift and tumble under the surface, moving in slow, whispering streams. The sound is delicate and steady, like silk being drawn gently through the fingers of the beach. It is the sound of release, of letting go, as the wave yields and slides back home. Up on the shore, the line where the water reached stays dark and cool. The sand there is smooth and firm, newly pressed by the weight of the wave. Farther up, the sand is drier, softer, looser. Closer to the water, it is packed and stable, a quiet record of where the sea has just been. Each new wave will write its own gentle line. Out beyond this single wave, countless others are forming and moving, each one at a different stage of its simple journey. Some are only beginning, far in the dark distance. Some are rising, their backs rounded with quiet power, Some are folding and breaking now, nearer to the shore, their white edges tumbling over in soft, foamy sighs. And some have already come and gone, leaving only a fading whisper in the sand. You are surrounded by this rhythm, the night, the palms, the soft air, all resting inside the slow breath of the sea. The ocean inhales, drawing itself up into smooth gliding swells. The ocean exhales, letting those swells fold and fall on the shore, in and out, in and out. A steady, calming tide of sound. Notice how your own breathing can fall into step with this easy pattern. As the sound of a wave draws closer, your breath can gently fill. As the wave breaks and drifts back, your breath can quietly empty, nothing forced, just a soft matching, a natural echo between body and sea. Two simple rhythms moving together. Each time a wave reaches the sand, a little more of the day washes away with it. Thoughts that felt sharp or busy soften at the edges. They begin to blur, like shapes seen through water. The constant motion of the sea wears them smooth, carries them out, lets them sink into the deep, where they cannot trouble you. The mind becomes rounder, quieter, more at ease. Imagine placing any lingering worry on the surface of a small, gentle wave. See it resting there, tiny and weightless compared to the vast, patient ocean beneath. The wave carries it in, then out, then in again. With each pass, it becomes lighter, more distant. Soon, it is just another grain of sand, washed and polished by countless tides, too small to notice, too soft to disturb your peace. The dark surface of the water stretches far, almost endless. Every now and then, a slight movement catches the star glow and turns it into a soft gleam on a wave's edge. These silver traces drift slowly along the sea, appearing and fading, here and gone, like quiet thoughts that come and pass without needing attention. You do not have to hold them. The ocean knows what to do with them. Closer to shore, the rhythm feels even more gentle. The waves are smaller here, tamer, as if they too were getting ready for sleep. They roll in with a low murmur, then slip away with that soothing hiss through the sand. Every few moments, a small pause settles between them, a pocket of deeper stillness, like the space between breaths. In that small silence between waves, time feels softer. The world seems to hover for a heartbeat, not moving forward, not looking back. Then the next wave begins its journey in, and the night continues its calm, steady flow. You can rest inside these pauses, like resting in a gentle cradle, held by the quiet, rocked by the sound. The more you listen, the more the ocean's voice becomes like a lullaby. Not a song with words, not a tune to follow, but a simple, soothing pattern that wraps around you. The sea breathes, the palms rustle faintly, the warm night air moves slowly over your skin. Everything is soft, slow, and safe. Thoughts drift farther away now, carried on the outgoing tide. They stretch thin, dissolve, and sink into the distance. What remains is only this: the gentle roll of water, the hush of foam on sand, the quiet pull and release. Wave in, wave out, again and again, like a calm hand stroking the shore. Here, with the dark ocean breathing beside you, you are rocked in the arms of something vast and kind. The water has been making this sound for a very long time, long before this night, and it will continue long after. You are simply sharing a few slow moments with it, letting your own inner rhythm soften and match the sea. Let everything grow looser, quieter, easier as the waves keep moving in their endless gentle round. The night deepens, but it does not press. It only settles. The ocean's soft murmur rises and falls, until all that is left is warmth, rhythm, and rest, drifting slowly into silence. The night is warm and quiet here. Breath is slow, the body at ease, as the gentle sounds around you soften the edges of the day. Above, tall palms rise into the dark sky. They stand like calm, patient friends, rooted deeply in the earth, reaching quietly toward the stars. Even with eyes closed, their presence can be felt. a soft awareness of height and shelter gently surrounding this place. The air moves in a slow, steady rhythm. Each small wave of breeze glides through the palm fronds overhead. Leaves brush against one another with a tender whisper, a soft rustle that blends with the hush of the distant sea. Notice that sound, the light, feathery swish as the fronds move and touch, then drift apart again. A quiet, gentle conversation in the dark, as if the trees are speaking in their own soothing language of leaves and wind. The trunks rise tall and straight, dark against the night. Every so often, as the breeze changes, there is a faint, slow creak. Not sharp, not sudden, just a low, easy shifting. The sound of wood that has known many nights like this one. Above, the palm crowns sway in a slow rocking motion. From side to side, they lean and return, lean and return. The rhythm is unhurried, like a cradle being rocked by a loving hand. With each gentle arc, the mind can soften a little more, following that calming sway. Imagine lying back, safely settled, with the sky opening above through a soft canopy of fronds. Where the leaves part, stars quietly shine, scattered like tiny lanterns, steady and calm. Where the leaves overlap, the starlight turns dim and soft, dappled and comforting. The palms hold this soft pattern of dark and light, a quiet shifting lace of leaves above as they move with the night breeze. Sometimes the fronds overlap more closely, making the sky feel close and sheltered. Sometimes they drift apart, giving a wider glimpse of the open, endless night. Each movement is slow, each sound is soft. The breeze rises just a little, and the leaves answer with a gentle rush. Then the air settles again, and the rustle fades to a faint, delicate hush. Feel how safe it is beneath this living roof. The palms stand like tall guardians around you, their long trunks steady and sure. They have watched many sunsets, many nights, many soft dawns. Tonight, they watch over this quiet rest. In this moment, they are not just trees. They are calm, ancient companions, holding the space so you do not need to hold anything at all. They bend and move with the breeze so you can be still. They keep their quiet watch so your mind can drift free. The rocking motion of their crowns seems to echo through the whole scene. Even the air seems to move in that same slow sway, in and out, over and back. Each breath can follow that same gentle path, like a leaf rising and falling on a warm night wind. As the fronds slide softly past one another, their edges make a light, dry whisper. It is almost like fabric brushing together, soft and steady. That sound pours gently down through the night, reaching you as a fine, soothing murmur. It wraps around you in a thin, cool veil of quiet sound. The sky above feels deep and safe. Stars peek through the fronds, then disappear as the leaves shift, then appear again. This slow appearing and hiding, this tender play of light and leaf, draws the mind into a calm, simple focus. Starlight, leaf, shadow, starlight, leaf, shadow. There is nothing to do with this scene, nothing to fix or change or understand. The palms are simply being, swaying in their own calm rhythm, and you are allowed to simply be as well. Held beneath their shelter, you can rest without effort. Every now and then, there is that faint creak of wood turning slightly in the wind. It is a reassuring sound, the sound of something strong and flexible. The trees yield to the breeze, moving with it instead of against it. That same softness can flow into the body, allowing muscles and thoughts to loosen, to give way with ease. Imagine the feeling of lying under that canopy, the night air warm against your skin. The ground or bed beneath you is steady and supportive. Overhead, the palms rock and sigh in the breeze. With each slow sway, it is as if they are smoothing the surface of the night, calming every ripple of thought. The more the palms move, the more everything around them seems to grow still. The sky remains vast and patient. The stars do not hurry, they simply shine. The ocean in the distance keeps its soft, repeating hush. Only the leaves trace their unhurried patterns, weaving a net of comfort through the air. In this quiet, the mind can lean back into the safety of this place. Thoughts that once seemed loud or sharp can fade like footsteps walking away on sand. What remains is the slow music of leaves and wind, the deep strength of trunks rooted firmly in the earth, the soft watchfulness of these tall protectors. Notice how the feeling of being sheltered gently spreads through the body. From the top of the head, down through the shoulders, a sense of being covered, protected, watched over, down through the chest and belly, the breath moving more freely, less guarded. Down through the legs, heavy and calm, resting in this pool of nighttime ease. The palms above seem to breathe with you. As the breeze lifts them, your in-breath rises. As the breeze settles them, your out-breath falls. Breath and branches, air and leaves, all moving together in the same quiet rhythm. With every slow sway, sleep comes a little closer. The palms are keeping watch, so you do not need to stay alert. Their steady trunks and gentle crowns create a circle of peace around you. Inside that circle, it is safe to let go, safe to drift down and away from the day. Let the soft rustle of the fronds become more distant now, as if it is moving a little farther above you, like a lullaby playing from another room. You know it is there, soothing and constant, but you do not need to listen closely. You can rest beneath it, wrapped in its comfort, while your thoughts become lighter and slower. The warm night air continues to flow, easy and kind. The sky, the stars, the tall swaying palms all hold their quiet places. Nothing is asked of you, nothing is needed. Only this gentle being here, under the calm, protective sway of the palms. And as their movement keeps its slow, loving rhythm, your body can soften a little more, and then a little more again, until even the sense of watching the trees begins to fade, and you are simply held quietly in their peaceful, endless night. The night is warm and quiet all around, a soft darkness, gentle and kind, resting over everything. The air itself feels alive, slow and velvety, touching the skin with an easy, tender warmth. Nothing to do here, nowhere to go. Just this calm tropical night, wrapped around you like a light, loose blanket. The warmth is steady, but not heavy. It rests lightly over your face, over your forehead and cheeks, like the quiet palm of a caring hand. Each tiny movement of air brushes past the skin, so soft and smooth it almost feels like water. Nothing sharp, nothing cold, only this quiet, soothing embrace of night. A small breeze drifts by, almost shy at first. It glides along the side of your face, circling your jaw, slipping behind your ears. There is the faintest hint of coolness in it, just enough to notice the change, like a tiny wave of fresh comfort moving through the warm air. As it passes, it seems to carry away a thin layer of leftover tension, as if the night itself is quietly taking it from you. The air moves again, a little longer now. It brushes across your lips and the tip of your nose, then drifts down toward your throat. The warmth and the softness seem to gather there, around your neck and collarbones, easing everything they touch. There is nothing to resist, nothing to manage, just the gentle feeling of being cared for by the night. Along the arms, the warmth spreads like a soft glow. Skin meets air with no effort at all. Where the breeze glides over your forearms, across the backs of your hands, there is a sense of soothing lightness, as though your arms are a little less solid, a little more relaxed, a little more at peace. The air is quiet, but it is always there, holding you in its easy, gentle way. Sometimes the air is still for a moment. In that stillness, the warmth settles closer to the skin, wrapping around your shoulders, your chest, your sides. The night feels like a calm, open room with no walls, made only of softness. Then, almost without warning, another breeze rises, taking a slow path over you, and you notice again how kind it feels to be touched by the air. As the breeze moves, tiny changes in temperature come and go. One moment, a slightly cooler ribbon of air slides across your face. The next, a heavier, warmer softness pools around your body again. Each shift is simple, gentle, and safe. The body understands these changes without thinking, relaxing into them with quiet trust. Somewhere out over the water, the ocean breathes, and the air carries a hint of it to you. There is a light, clean scent of salt, not strong, just a faint, steady presence, like the memory of a wave resting on the sand. It slips into the warmth around you, joining the night and becoming part of this calm, soothing space. Mixed with the salt, there is something sweet drifting through the air, a distant trace of flowers from somewhere in the dark, maybe from garden paths or from vines around quiet houses. The scent is soft and slow, never rushing. It arrives in gentle waves, barely there sweetness that seems to float in the warm night and then fade, leaving behind only ease. As you breathe in, the air feels warm and silky, with that slight taste of salt and night blossoms. As you breathe out, the body loosens a little more, as if the air is helping to clear away what is no longer needed. Nothing forced, everything natural and unhurried. Just this easy exchange between you and the tropical night. The breeze wanders lower now, sliding over your chest and down your ribs. It follows the shape of your body, tracing gentle lines of warmth and comfort. When it moves over the stomach, over the hips, there is a feeling of soft release, as though the muscles there are quietly letting go, one by one, without needing to be told. The air is doing all the work, and you can simply rest within it. Across your legs, that same gentle touch continues. The air rolls over thighs and knees, ankles and feet, like a warm, slow tide. Each pass feels a little lighter, a little softer. Anything tight or held begins to feel far away, like something already dissolving into the dark, safe air. The night breeze rises slightly, then fades, like the slow rhythm of the sea. When it rises, it feels almost like an invisible hand, smoothing along your skin, soothing and kind. When it quiets, the remaining warmth settles around you, close and protective. You rest inside this living blanket of air, gently supported from every side. In this moment, you might notice how open the world feels. The air touches your face, your arms, your whole body, and it also flows all around you, above and below. You are not separate from it. You are resting inside it, and it is resting against you, with no clear edge between the two. With each slow breath, the night air seems to mingle with your own quiet presence. Warmth moves in, tension moves out. Softness moves in, thoughts drift out, like two calm streams meeting. Your inner world and the outer night blend together in a gentle, peaceful flow. The air feels almost silky now, as though each tiny movement of breeze is made of threads of comfort weaving around you. A brush along the cheek brings a feeling of calm. A whisper along the forearm brings a hint of ease. A slow drift across the chest carries away what is heavy, leaving only lightness behind. Even the places that were holding on, perhaps without you noticing, begin to soften. Shoulders that once felt tight now sit a little lower, soaking in the warmth. The back feels more supported, as if the air itself is lifting it with tender hands. The sides of the neck, the corners of the jaw, the small muscles around the eyes, all gently bathed in the night's soft touch. The tropical air is not in a hurry. It has all the time in the world to move over you, to swirl quietly around you, to rest against your skin. Each slow wave seems to whisper that it is safe to be still, safe to loosen, safe to let every part of you be held and cradled by this velvety breathing warmth. Some breaths feel a little deeper, some a little softer, without any effort at all. With each one, the sense of being a solid, separate shape begins to ease. You start to feel more like part of the space itself, part of the night, gently floating in a warm, quiet sea of air. Thoughts thin out like mist, fading into the softness all around. Soon there is just a simple awareness of warmth on skin, the quiet touch of the breeze, the faint taste of salt and flowers, and a deep, easy comfort spreading through every inch of you, slow and steady. You rest here, wrapped in the gentle tropical night. The air moves around you and through you, smooth and kind, like a slow, steady lullaby without words. Nothing needs to happen, nothing needs to change. Only this calm, warm, tender atmosphere holding you as you quietly drift and drift into deeper and deeper ease. The night has settled fully now. The warmth of the day has faded into a soft, tender coolness, and everything around you feels slower, quieter, more at ease. Palm fronds move in an easy rhythm above, their gentle swaying a soft whisper against the sky. Far away, the hush of the ocean continues, a calm, steady murmur that holds the edges of this quiet cove. As the body grows heavier and more relaxed, awareness can drift upward, as if it too is lying back and gazing into the night. Above, the sky is wide and dark, not empty, but rich and velvety, like deep blue silk that stretches without end. The first stars appear as tiny pinpoints of silver, scattered in loose, easy patterns that the eyes can simply rest upon. More stars show themselves as the moments pass, as though the sky is slowly opening its hand and revealing one shining point after another. Some glimmer faintly, like distant thoughts already fading away. Others glow with a steady, gentle light, sure and calm, like a quiet breath that goes on and on. The longer the gaze lingers on that soft darkness, the more stars seem to appear. They gather into loosely traced shapes, familiar constellations, and quiet clusters that feel both ancient and kind. Every shimmer seems to say that there is time, that there is space, that there is nothing that needs to be done. High above the palms, the sky feels enormous, yet it does not press down. It opens and keeps opening, as if to make room for every slow breath, every gentle thought, every bit of tiredness unwinding and letting go. In this wide, dark ocean of air, each star hangs in silence, unhurried, unbothered, patient. Now the awareness can move slowly from the sky above to the water below. The surface of the sea is dark and calm, like a second sky laid gently at your feet. Small ripples rise and fall, and with each soft movement they catch the starlight and bend it into slow, wavering paths of light. The stars that seemed so far away now seem to rest right on the water, scattered across the cove. Their reflections stretch and tremble on each tiny wave, not in a restless way, but in a slow, almost sleepy dance. Light lengthens, narrows, and then softens again, as if the sea is breathing in time with the sky. A faint swell rolls in and slides beneath the surface, and all those tiny lights move together, tilting and swaying. They do not rush. They simply glide, stretching and folding, drifting and returning to their places as the water calms again. Here, between sky and sea, it is easy to feel how small the body is and how safe that smallness can be. Like a grain of sand resting on a quiet shore, or a single leaf floating on a wide, gentle river, it is held within something much larger, and that larger presence is calm. The vastness above does not demand anything. The depth below does not ask for anything. They simply cradle this moment in a wide, peaceful stillness. The longer the gaze rests on the starlight touching the water, the slower time seems to move. Each ripple takes its time to form, to carry the light, to sink back into smoothness. Each wave of relaxation within the body follows the same pattern, rising slowly, spreading softly, then easing away, leaving everything a little more quiet than before. Stars reflected in the water appear to drift sideways, then gather closer together, then drift apart again with the shift of the tide. It is like watching gentle thoughts form and dissolve in a daydream without needing to hold on to them, without needing to search for meaning. Everything that appears also softens and fades, and that is perfectly fine. As the mind traces the path of a single flicker of light across the surface, attention becomes simpler, softer. The world narrows to the gentle glow sliding over a small wave, then widening again to take in the whole cove, the sky above, the steady rhythm of breath. Nothing pulls sharply, nothing pushes, everything flows. A faint breeze moves across the water, brushing the skin with a cool, almost weightless touch. Where the air passes, more tiny ripples appear, and each one catches its own small piece of starlight. The sea becomes a wide, shifting field of quiet sparks, rising and falling, brightening and dimming at an unhurried pace. All around, the night is soft. The sounds are low and round at the edges. The swaying palms, the muted hush of distant waves, the distant sleepy call of night creatures, all blend into one soothing backdrop that makes the stars seem even brighter, even calmer. Up above, the constellations are still, steady points in the deep sky. Down below, their reflections sway in slow motion, stretched along the surface of the sea. Between these two layers of starlight, the sense of being gently held becomes stronger, more certain. It is as if the world has formed a quiet cradle here, with the sky as a soft, dark blanket, and the water as a gentle, rocking bed. Breath finds the same rhythm. Inhale, like the slow, easy rise of a tiny wave carrying soft light across the cove. Exhale, like that same wave smoothing out and disappearing into stillness, leaving only a faint glow behind. Each breath carries away a little more tension, like small grains of sand slipping back into the sea. Thoughts that still remain can grow lighter, thinner, as if they too are made of starlight on water. They drift across the surface of awareness, stretching, blurring at the edges, and then gently vanishing into the larger, darker calm beneath. Nothing needs to be sorted or fixed. Everything is allowed to float and then fade. Here, the sense of time loosens. Minutes no longer matter, only the soft repetition of breath, the quiet pulse of the sea, and the endless, patient glitter of the night sky remain. They blend into one slow, rocking rhythm that invites the mind to drift even further inward. The more the stars shimmer over the dark water, the more the body feels as if it is sinking into deep comfort, like a smooth stone resting at the bottom of a clear pool, held, supported, untouched by anything urgent or loud. The world above can move as it pleases, but down here, everything is calm. Palms sway gently, tracing faint patterns in the night air. Their movement is unhurried, as if they are nodding along with some old, quiet song only the ocean remembers. Under their watch, and under the gaze of 1,000 patient stars, the mind can let go of its weight, bit by bit, like a traveler setting down bags they no longer need to carry. Above, endless space. Below, endless depth. In between this small, peaceful cove, where starlight floats on the surface of the sea and tenderness fills the air. Within that space, the body is free to soften, the breath is free to slow, and the mind is free to drift wherever it is most at ease. Now the sky and the water, the stars and their reflections, the breath and the slow movement of the waves, all blend into one gentle feeling of quiet, soothing, wide, and kind. Everything around invites a deeper sinking into rest, into stillness, into a soft, quiet night that seems to go on forever, calm and peaceful and beautifully, dreamily still. Night has settled fully around the island now. The air is warm and velvety, holding you in a soft embrace. The sound of the ocean is still there, slow and steady, like a calm, endless breath in the distance. Wrapped around that gentle rhythm, another world begins to appear, the quiet world of night sounds. At first, everything feels very still. The darkness is kind, protective, like a soft blanket stretched from the palms above to the sand beneath you. Somewhere nearby, a single insect begins to sing, a tiny, steady chirp that rises and falls in the same easy pattern. It is not loud, not sharp, just a small, delicate sound, like a faint star twinkling in the air. That little chirp comes again and again, calm, regular, unhurried. Each time it appears, it reminds your body to loosen just a little more. Your shoulders soften, your jaw relaxes. Breath moves in and out without any effort at all, like the tide. Another insect joins in from a little farther away. Its song is slightly different, a softer, higher note, almost like a whisper in the leaves. These two gentle sounds never rush, never crowd. They leave plenty of space between each chirp, so the night still feels open and spacious all around you. Now the soft rustle of the palm fronds above you drifts in and out, a quiet brushing sound as a breeze moves through. The air glides slowly around your skin, warm and easy, carrying the faint scent of salt and leaves and distant flowers. In this tender mix of air and sound, the mind can rest. Nothing demands attention, everything simply is. From deep in the shadows, you hear the faintest movement. It is the tiny sound of a small creature stepping carefully through fallen leaves, far enough away to feel safe and gentle. A light crackle, then stillness. Another light crackle, then stillness again. Each small noise appears like a tiny wave in a very calm sea, then dissolves back into quiet. You may notice how these pieces of sound remain soft, always respectful of your rest. No sudden bursts, no sharp breaks in the silence, just a slow, living rhythm like a heartbeat spread out across the land. In this rhythm, your own heartbeat finds a companion, settling into an easy, steady pace. Somewhere high above, on a branch where the night air is just a bit cooler, a single bird calls out. Its voice is distant and low, a gentle note that hangs for a moment, then fades. The call is calm, almost sleepy, as if the bird is also settling into the night. When the sound falls away, the quiet that follows feels even softer, even deeper. The bird calls again, but not too often. Each call rises like a soft lantern in the dark and then floats away. It never comes too close. It never disturbs. Instead, it reminds you that you are not alone here. Life moves quietly in the trees, calm and unhurried, sharing this peaceful night with you. As the moments pass, more tiny details join in, one at a time. Another insect begins a slower, more rhythmic chirp from somewhere behind you, steady and predictable. The palm leaves answer with a longer, flowing sigh as the breeze strokes through them. Far beneath that, almost hidden, is the faint thrum of small wings, then stillness again. All these sounds are gentle threads, weaving a soft, nighttime blanket around you. Each one stays in its own place, never too close, never too much. The quiet between them is wide and comforting, like a calm lagoon under a dim sky. You are held inside this soft weave of sound, safe and deeply at ease. Off in the distance, at the edge of the island, a small village light glows faintly. You cannot see it here, but you can feel the sense of it, a tiny, steady warmth in the darkness. From that far off place, you might imagine the softest trace of human life, a door closing gently, a low murmur, then silence again. Even those distant hints feel soothing, like a reminder that the world is resting with you. The chorus of insects becomes a quiet background now, a soft, steady carpet of sound underneath everything else. Patterns repeat gently, over and over, without change, like a lullaby with no beginning and no end. The bird's call drifts in from time to time, more spaced out now, slower, as if it too is growing sleepy. Each call seems to sink deeper into the night, more muffled, more relaxed. Beneath the nearest plants, small feet move with care. You hear the faint slide of something passing through the undergrowth, then a pause, as if it has stopped to listen to the same night that holds you. These tiny sounds feel friendly, familiar, part of the island's quiet heartbeat. Nothing is rushing, nothing is hunting, nothing is in a hurry at all. Notice how calm it feels to simply exist inside this web of soft noises. You don't have to search for them or name them. They come and go on their own, drifting across your awareness like slow clouds. Each time one appears, you sink a little further down into comfort, trusting the gentle order of this place. The night here knows exactly what to do. The insects sing their small, patient songs. The distant bird answers now and then. The leaves move, then rest. Small creatures cross the forest floor with unhurried steps. All of it continues, soft and steady, with or without your attention. You are part of this quiet pattern now. Your breathing is another sound in the darkness, peaceful and smooth. Air moves in and out in the same calm rhythm as the ocean, as the wind, as the sleeping trees. Your body understands this rhythm without effort, and every muscle relaxes into it. A deep sense of belonging spreads through you, as if the island has opened its arms and welcomed you in. The night does not ask anything from you. It does not need you to think or remember or plan. It simply makes room for you, the way the sky makes room for every star, the way the sand makes room for every footprint that is soon washed smooth by the tide. Here, you are accepted exactly as you are, tired or awake, thinking or quiet. It does not matter. The island holds you the same way it holds the palms, the birds, the small creatures hidden in the grass. You lie within this living, breathing world, and the world is gentle with you. The more you notice this, the easier it is to let go. The night sounds draw a soft circle around you. Inside that circle, you can drift without concern. The steady chirping, the distant calls, the rustle of leaves and tiny feet, all of them keep watch in their own way. They tell you again and again that everything here is continuing as it should, calm and unchanged. Even as your thoughts grow slower and lighter, these sounds remain. They do not ask to be followed, they do not pull you back. Instead, they become a quiet cradle, rocking you so gently that you barely feel the movement at all. With every breath, you sink a little deeper into that cradle, a little deeper into the soft warmth of the island night. Soon, the separate sounds begin to blur together into one easy hush. The ocean's breath, the whisper of leaves, the far-off bird, the tiny life in the undergrowth, all of it melts into a single, soothing presence. You rest inside it, calm and unworried, as if the whole island is breathing slowly with you. In this tender, welcoming darkness, nothing presses on your mind. You are simply here, wrapped in warm air and soft night music, peaceful and still. Around you, the island continues its quiet watch, steady and kind, as you drift ever more gently towards sleep and into deeper, quieter silence. The night is calm and open around you now. Soft air, easy and cool, touches your skin with a gentle kindness. Far ahead, the quiet curve of the beach rests in the silver wash of moonlight. Everything feels spacious, unhurried, and safe. The ocean breathes in a slow rhythm beside you. Waves roll in and fold over themselves with a soft, steady hush. Each one arrives, lingers, and slips away again, leaving behind a faint shimmer on the sand. The sound seems to settle into your body, smoothing your thoughts, smoothing your breath. Above, the moon hangs clear and gentle in the sky. Its pale light pours out in a long, delicate band over the surface of the water. It looks like a silver path laid softly across the sea, stretching from the horizon toward the shore. The water catches that glow and cradles it, moving it in tiny ripples and slow, gliding waves. You find yourself moving along the shoreline now. The motion is easy, effortless, almost like drifting. With each step, your body feels a little looser, a little softer, a little more at ease. There is no rush here, no place you have to reach, no time you have to keep. Under your feet, the sand is cool and slightly damp. It gives just enough to support you, holding your weight in a comforting way. Each step leaves a faint imprint, a soft outline that fills slowly with glimmering water. Behind you, the shore smooths itself again, quietly, without a sound. Where the waves reach the land, a thin sheet of water slides up to greet you. It touches your toes, your feet, maybe your ankles, with gentle, cool edges. The feeling is clean and light, a brief, fresh kiss before the water slips away again. You notice how it repeats, again and again, like the slow breathing of the night. Ahead and behind, palm trees stand like quiet friends along the beach. Their trunks cast long, soft shadows across the sand, dark shapes against the pale glow. Fronds sway high above you in the warm, tender breeze, rustling in a faint, soothing whisper. The shapes of the trees rock gently, as if the whole shoreline is breathing with you. Moonlight lies on the ocean like a wide, shining ribbon. It stretches straight toward you and then bends, breaking into bits of silver when a wave rises. When the water falls back, the ribbon smooths out again, calm and unbroken. Watching it, you feel your thoughts doing the same, smoothing, opening, letting go. Your walking settles into a slow, quiet rhythm. Step and breath, step and breath. The pattern is gentle and lulling, as if each movement carries you deeper into stillness. The air tastes faintly of salt and sea. It is warm but not heavy, just cool enough to relax your skin. Each breath feels clear and simple, sliding softly in, drifting softly out. With every exhale, your shoulders lower a little more, your body grows a little heavier, a little more at peace. You notice how the shore curves gently away in the distance. It bends out of sight, inviting, soft, and calm. There is no demand in it, no urgency, only a quiet promise that it continues. You do not need to follow it to the end. Simply knowing it is there is enough. Sometimes you gaze at the band of moonlight on the water. Sometimes your attention drops to the sand beneath your feet. Sometimes it simply floats in between, relaxed and lazy, with no effort at all. Everything here allows you to be as you are, half awake, half dreaming, drifting on the edge of sleep. The sound of the waves becomes a comforting blanket for your mind. They swell and soften in an endless, gentle pattern. No two waves are quite the same, yet they blend into one steady, soothing sound. It feels as though the ocean itself is humming a quiet lullaby just for you. The cool touch of the surf comes and goes at your feet. Sometimes it reaches a little higher, circling your ankles with a soft, gliding embrace. Sometimes it barely brushes your toes, a whisper of water, and then falls back. Each time it moves away, it leaves a feeling of lightness on your skin, as if it has carried something away with it. Your steps grow slower, more relaxed, almost dreamlike. You may feel the weight of your body steady and grounded in the sand, or you may feel as if you are gliding just above it, floating along the edge of the sea. Either way is easy, effortless, completely supported by the quiet of the night. Behind the palms, the land lies in soft shadow. The beach itself holds a gentle glow, the sand turned pale and silver by the moon. Your shadow walks with you, long and calm, stretching across the ground like another quieter self. It feels like you are walking inside a private dream, where everything understands how tired you are and gently makes room for your rest. The breeze moves slowly along the shore, carrying the coolness of the water, the faint scent of salt and leaves. It brushes your skin in a kind, unhurried way, neither strong nor weak, just enough to remind you that the night is awake and watching over you. Every time it passes, you feel a slight shiver of release, tension slipping away, like grains of sand falling through open fingers. You are held between the softness of the air and the firmness of the earth. The quiet rhythm of your steps keeps matching the rhythm of the waves. When the water flows in, you feel a step. When the water draws back, you feel a breath out. These gentle patterns blend together until it is hard to tell where one ends and the other begins. If your mind begins to wander, it simply follows the curve of the shoreline. Maybe it drifts with the moonlight, sliding far out over the water, then returning to the soft edges of the waves. Maybe it traces the line of palm tree shadows, long and dark and still on the sand. Wherever it goes, it moves slowly, quietly, with nothing to solve and nothing to do. The more you move, the more restful you become. Each unhurried step seems to deepen the sense of calm. It is as though you are walking deeper into the heart of the night, where everything is soft and safe and without effort. Thoughts become faint and far away, like lights on a distant shore. Sometimes you may feel the sand under your feet in clear detail, cool grains pressing gently into your soles. The slick, smooth touch where a thin layer of water glides over the ground. Then, as you relax further, the sensations blur into a simple feeling of comfort, of being carried, of being gently held. The moonlit water continues its slow dance beside you. Silver glows, ripples move, reflections shimmer, then melt, then form again, never hurried, always at ease. All around, the night is patient. It asks nothing of you. You are free to walk or to float in place, to imagine each step clearly, or to let the images soften into a hazy dream. Everything here supports your rest, your drifting, your natural slide into deeper quiet. Your breath is soft and steady now. The rhythm of the waves, the touch of the breeze, the glow of the moon, all move together in a single, peaceful flow. The shore goes on, curving gently out of sight, offering endless space to wander in your mind. There is no finish line, no last turn, only this calm, ongoing path beside the sea. For a moment you pause, or perhaps you only feel as if you do. The ocean moves, the palms sway, moonlight rests on the water, and the sand holds the soft outline of where you have been. Here, in this quiet place, you are allowed to loosen completely, to let your thoughts grow slow and soft, to drift between waking and sleep, like a small wave rolling gently between shore and sea. The night cradles you in its cool silver light. And so the walk continues, effortlessly, quietly, in your own time. Footsteps blending with waves, moonlight blending with dreams, everything falling into a deep, soothing hush as you sink further into the softness of the shore and the vast, calm comfort of the sleeping sea. Night has settled softly all around. The sky is deep and quiet, and the air carries the easy warmth of the tropics. Somewhere close by, the ocean is breathing in long, gentle waves, moving in and moving out, an endless, calming rhythm. Here, between two tall palm trees, a hammock waits. The fabric hangs in a soft curve above the sand, loose and welcoming, swaying just a little in the breeze. The ropes are tied securely to the trunks, holding steady so there is nothing to do and nowhere to go but here. Now imagine stepping closer to that hammock. The night air brushes your skin, soft and warm, and the sand beneath your feet feels smooth and cool. You can sense how peaceful this small space is, a quiet cradle between earth and sky. Slowly, you ease yourself down into the hammock. The fabric gives under your weight, then rises up again to meet you. It spreads out beneath you, then curls up gently at the sides, wrapping around your body in a snug, supportive hold. Feel how the hammock cups you. It takes your back, your hips, your shoulders, and holds them in an easy curve. Nothing presses too hard, nothing pulls. There is only soft, steady support exactly where you need it. As you settle, the hammock begins to sway. First, the motion is very small, a quiet rocking, barely there, back and forth, back and forth, a slow, patient pendulum. Each pass is smooth and unhurried, like the ocean's own breath. Notice the way your body responds to the sway. Muscles that were trying to hold on, trying to help, begin to let go. Your weight drops more fully into the fabric, and the hammock adjusts, cradling you even more gently. The ropes give a faint, soft creak as they move against the trunks. It is not loud, not sharp, just a tiny, familiar sound, like an old wooden chair rocking on a porch. The palm trees stand tall and steady, letting the hammock move while they remain strong, rooted, and calm. Feel your head resting, supported. Your neck has nothing to carry. The curve of the hammock lifts beneath your shoulders so your chest can open with each slow breath, in and out, like waves sliding along the shore. The night air brushes across your face. It slips through the leaves above and over the edges of the hammock, cool enough to refresh, warm enough to soothe. You may notice the faint scent of salt, maybe a hint of flowers or leaves, something green and gentle carried on the breeze. As the hammock rocks, your body naturally finds its easiest shape. You do not have to think about where to place your arms or how to hold your legs. They simply fall into a position of comfort, guided by the soft curve underneath and the slow pull of gravity. Any little adjustments happen without effort. A small shift of a shoulder, a tiny roll of a hip, and the fabric moves with you, never resisting, always following. It is as though the hammock is learning your shape, becoming a soft, woven nest made just for you. With each slow swing, the world around you seems to grow quieter. The distant ocean hushes your thoughts, wave after gentle wave. The palm leaves whisper together overhead, a soft rustle that blends with the rhythm of your breath. Notice how safe you feel, suspended here. You are not on the hard ground, not standing, not moving forward or back in time. You are simply held, lifted just above the sand, secure in this gentle cradle. The fabric hugs along your sides like a soft, steady arm wrapped around you. Any sense of edges, any harsh lines are smoothed out by that embrace. You are surrounded by softness, from under you and around you, rocking you in a quiet lullaby. As the hammock swings forward, your body feels the slightest rise, then an easy pause. As it swings back, there is a sweet, tiny moment of weightlessness, as if your body forgets for a second how heavy it used to feel. Forward and back, each movement smaller, slower, more soothing. Thoughts drift in and out, like clouds passing across a hidden moon. They appear for a moment, then slide away again, farther and farther with each gentle sway. There is nothing you need to do with them. They can simply come and go while you remain here, held and quiet. The ropes creak again, soft and low, answering the breeze. The sound repeats now and then, in no rush, in no pattern you have to follow. It is just another sign that you are being carried, supported by something steady and kind. Feel how your breathing is slowed without you trying. In this hammock, in this warm night air, each inhale is easy and deep, and each exhale is long and loose. Your chest rises and falls with the same gentle rhythm as the hammock's motion, rocking in time with the sea. Your arms rest heavy and relaxed, hands soften, fingers uncurled, with no need to hold on to anything at all. Your legs are supported from beneath, the backs of your knees, your calves, your heels all cushioned by the fabric's smooth cradle. If there was any tension hiding in your lower back, imagine the hammock taking it from you. The curve beneath you lifts and supports that space, so it no longer has to work, no longer has to grip or brace. Each passing sway smooths that area out, like a gentle hand soothing tired muscles. The night feels deeper now, but not empty. It is filled with small, comforting sounds. The steady hush of the distant waves, the soft rustle of palm fronds, the occasional quiet creak of rope and wood. Speaking of strength and safety, you may feel very slightly cooler on the skin that touches the air, and warmer where the hammock holds you. This contrast of cool and warm only adds to your comfort, like being wrapped in a light, cozy cocoon, open to the night, yet sheltered and snug. Time stretches here, loose and slow. Moments blur into one another, just as one gentle swing blends into the next. You are not counting them. You are simply floating within them, as though the hammock is rocking you between each quiet breath. Every part of you is invited to surrender to this support. The weight you carry in your shoulders, in your jaw, in your chest, all of it can melt down into the fabric beneath. The hammock does not mind how much you give it. It was made to hold you, fully and without strain. Feel how deeply you are being cradled. There is nothing sharp, nothing restless here. Only the snug hold of woven threads, the firm, loyal strength of the palm trunks, and the soft touch of the night around your skin. As the rocking grows even slower, you may notice small spaces opening in your awareness. Little gaps of quiet where there are no words, no images, just a feeling of floating, of being carried. Those gaps can grow wider, like calm pools of still water, waiting for you to rest inside them. Your mind no longer needs to follow every sound or every thought. It can drift the way your body drifts, allowing itself to be rocked, soothed, and comforted. The edges between waking and dreaming become soft, like the edges of the hammock against your sides. Here, above the sand, you are between earth and sky, supported from below, open above, gently swaying in the middle. This is a place where effort has no purpose, where trying is no longer needed. Being is enough. Feel how peaceful it is to let the hammock carry all of your weight, to let the ropes and trees do the work of holding you, to let the night air do the work of cooling and calming you, to let the rhythm of the rocking do the work of lulling you towards sleep. Now the swinging is almost imperceptible, just a tiny, soothing motion, like the faint rise and fall of a quiet breath. Your body is heavy, secure, deeply at ease, wrapped in soft fabric and gentle night. Thoughts blur at the edges, losing their sharpness, dissolving into the hush of waves and leaves. There is only this comfort, this soft cradle, this warm darkness, this slow, steady rocking that carries you ever closer to the very brink of sleep, where you can simply drift and drift into quiet rest. Night has settled in fully now. The sky feels wide and quiet above, and the warm dark wraps around like a soft blanket. The air is gentle on your skin, not too warm, not too cool, just the kind of comfort that makes the body sigh and loosen and rest. The palms stand around you like calm guardians. Their long leaves sway and whisper in the night breeze, slow and unhurried. They move with the same easy rhythm as your breath. Somewhere nearby, the ocean is breathing too. Waves reach up the shore and fall back again, over and over, in one long, peaceful pattern. The sound comes and goes like a slow, steady tide moving through your whole world. Notice how your breath begins to match that rhythm. A soft inhale like a wave rising, a gentle exhale like the water slipping back across the sand, up and down, smooth and simple. Imagine now that you are resting in a small boat on this calm night sea. The boat is safe, solid, and steady. You do not need to steer it. You do not need to hold on to anything. You are just lying back, letting the boat support your whole weight. The water around you is quiet and deep. It lifts the boat with each gentle swell, then lowers it again with each soft fall of the tide. Your body begins to move with it, slow and easy, without any effort at all. Feel that gentle rise as if a soft wave is passing under you. Your chest floats a little higher as you breathe in. Then feel that easy fall, like drifting down the other side of the wave as you breathe out. Up and down, rising and falling, held by the water, held by the night. The world at the edges of your awareness begins to soften. Sounds feel a little farther away. Thoughts lose their sharp edges and drift apart like clouds thinning in the dark. Nothing needs to be followed. Nothing needs to be solved. Another slow wave passes under the boat. For a moment you are lifted, weightless and light. Then you drift back down into deeper comfort, deeper ease, deeper rest. This motion keeps repeating quietly, without effort, without end. You might sense the dim outline of the palms on the shore. Their shapes are soft and dark against the sky. You can almost feel them breathing with you, swaying with each breath of wind, moving in the same slow rhythm as the sea, the ocean, the palms, the warm night air, and your own body, all moving together in one shared, gentle pulse, as if the whole island is breathing with you, as if the sky itself is exhaling, long and slow each time you do. With each breath, your body grows heavier and more relaxed. Shoulders sink, arms and hands feel loose and warm. Legs settle into stillness. Even the tiny muscles of the face soften and let go. Nothing is asked of you here, nothing is expected. It is completely safe to stop doing, to stop trying, to simply float. If any thought drifts in, it can be treated like a small leaf on the surface of the water. It appears for a moment beside the boat. The gentle movement of the tide carries it away again. You do not need to push it. You do not need to hold it. The tide knows what to do. Notice how the spaces between thoughts grow longer, like the quiet stretch of sea between soft waves, just a wide, open, peaceful stillness. You are allowed to rest inside that stillness, without effort, without needing to focus on anything at all. Each time your awareness rises, let it be like the boat lifting up on a smooth swell. You may notice a sound, a sensation, a drifting thought. Then, as the wave moves on, awareness gently sinks again into the soft, dark water of rest. Nothing sharp, nothing sudden, only slow, easy drifting. Feel how deeply you are supported by the boat under you, by the ocean beneath that, by the vast, quiet night surrounding everything. You are held from every side, cradled in this gentle, moving stillness. The palms continue to sway at the edge of your awareness. You might hear the faint rustle of their leaves, the soft hush of fronds touching the air. They do not hurry, they do not strain. They just move when the breeze moves them, and rest when the breeze grows still. Your breath can be that simple. Air flows in when it wants to come. Air flows out when it is ready to leave. Nothing forced, nothing controlled. Just the natural, quiet rhythm of a body that knows how to rest. In this moment, there is nowhere you need to go. No decision that needs to be made. No story that needs to be followed to the end. All of that can wait outside this night tide, far away on the shore. Here, the only movement is this gentle drifting. Up as you breathe in, down as you breathe out. The small boat rocking slightly, perfectly balanced, safe and steady in the dark. If you wish, you might imagine the sky above you, wide and calm. The stars are steady points of light, watching over the quiet ocean. They do not flicker with urgency. They simply shine, patient and still, as you rest. Your awareness may fade in and out, like those distant lights, sometimes nearer, sometimes softer, sometimes almost gone. Each time it returns, it can simply notice how relaxed the body feels, how calm the breath has become, and then drift away again. The ocean continues to breathe under you, whether you notice it or not. The night continues to move, slow and kind, whether thoughts are present or not. You are allowed to let go of being awake, of watching, of listening. Everything around you knows how to keep going without your help. Feel how good it is to surrender a little more, to loosen the last places that feel tight or alert, to trust that the tide will hold you, guide you, rock you, even as you grow heavier with sleep. If any part of you is still holding on, it can imagine resting its weight in the hands of the sea. Let the water carry your worries, your plans, even your dreams. You do not need to manage any of it now. You are free to be simple and quiet. The rise and fall grow slower, softer, deeper. Waves become long, smooth swells. Your breath follows without effort, like a quiet echo. In and out, in and out, fading into the background. Around you, the palms, the island, the ocean, and the sky share one slow, steady breath. Everything is moving together. Everything is at ease. You are part of that ease. You belong completely to this calm night. Awareness grows lighter, like mist over the water. Thoughts blur at the edges and slide into dreams. The words reaching you now can become softer, dimmer, further away, until they are just another gentle sound in the distance. You are floating, safe and warm, on the quiet night tide, rocked by the ocean, sheltered by the palms, watched over by the silent sky. Nothing to hold, nothing to do, nothing to think, only this soft, steady drifting. As the night carries you wherever sleep is waiting, and you sink peacefully into its deep, silent, healing rest. The night is very gentle now, quiet and deep. The air is soft on your skin, warm and calm. Around you, the palms sway in slow, easy movements, like someone breathing in their sleep. The sky feels wide and peaceful above, holding everything in a quiet embrace. The ocean is still speaking in its soft, steady voice. Waves roll in and slip away. A slow rhythm, calm and familiar, always returning, always fading, again and again. You are resting in that rhythm, nothing to do, nowhere to go, only this gentle place where the night is kind and time moves slowly like water. The air carries the faint salt of the sea and the green living scent of palms and leaves. It feels like the whole night is breathing around you, in and out, quiet and calm. Your body understands this rhythm. It knows how to soften into it without trying. Shoulders release a little more. The muscles of the face grow smooth and loose. The small places that used to hold on so tightly begin to let go. The sand beneath you is steady and cool, holding your weight with ease. There is no effort in being here. The ground accepts you fully, without question, without demand. You are simply allowed to rest. Far above, palm fronds whisper to each other as they move with the breeze. Their slow, gentle rustle folds into the sound of the waves, wind and water weaving together like a soft lullaby in the distance. Everything around you is unhurried. Nothing is sharp, nothing is urgent. The night stretches out like a calm, smooth sea. Here you are safe, you are supported. The world has grown simple and quiet down to just these few sounds. The hush of the ocean, the whisper of the palms, the soft breath passing in and out of your own body. You are held by all of this. The warmth of the night, the steady sand, the slow, patient sky. They hold you the way calm water holds a floating leaf. Thoughts, if they appear, can drift through like passing clouds. They do not need to be chased or fixed or followed. They can simply move on, the way a wave comes to shore and then slips back into the dark water. Nothing stays for long, nothing needs to. In this gentle place, it is enough just to be, to feel the breath moving softly, to feel the weight of the body growing heavier, more relaxed, more distant. Like a stone settling at the bottom of a clear, quiet pool, the palms above you sway untroubled. They have stood through many nights, many tides, many winds. They know how to bend, how to rest, how to wait. Their calm steadiness surrounds you. Every slow breath is a small blessing of ease. In, the night air enters, cool and kind. Out, the day's noise and effort drift away. Each breath makes a little more space, a little more softness, inside and all around. You are not alone here. You are surrounded by gentle things. The sand that holds you, the warm breeze that strokes your skin, the far-off stars hidden by the darkness still watching silently overhead. All of it is friendly. All of it is peaceful. You are part of this quiet scene, not separate from it. Your breathing, your heartbeat, your stillness, they fit here perfectly. If the mind grows quiet, that is welcome. If it stays gently wandering, that is welcome too. There is nothing it must do, nothing it must achieve. Here, even your thoughts can rest on the soft shore of this night. The calm of this place does not end at the edge of the beach. It settles into you. It soaks into your muscles, your breath, your thoughts. It lives in the slow, steady beating of your heart. Wherever you drift now, this calm goes with you. If sleep comes, it will find you here, already resting, already safe. If you simply lie in stillness, the peace of the palms and the ocean will stay close, like a warm blanket laid gently over your body. The sound of the waves continues, a soft, distant breathing of the earth, each one rising with quiet strength, each one falling back into silence, over and over in endless patience. Your own breathing matches that gentle rise and fall, not by effort but by nature. In time, the two rhythms become one, the ocean outside, the ocean of breath inside, both moving together, slowly, easily, quietly. This night asks nothing of you. It does not need your attention, or your energy, or your plans. It only offers its softness, its wide, deep quiet, its simple promise that, for now, it is enough to rest. You may feel your body sinking a little deeper into the surface beneath you, supported in every place that touches the ground, held so completely that there is nothing left to carry. Everything heavy can slide away for a while, like sand slipping back down a gentle dune. If sleep begins to rise, you can allow it to come like the tide, slow, sure, and kind. It moves in under you, around you, through you, lifting you just enough to float, lowering you into a deeper stillness. And if you remain simply resting here, awake but peaceful, that is also enough. The quiet is still wrapped around you, the palms still sway above, the waves still whisper their slow, soothing song. All of it is here, whether your eyes are open or closed or drifting somewhere in between. The warmth of this night can stay with you, even as time passes. The memory of the soft breeze, the rhythm of the water, the easy strength of the palms, all of it can live as a gentle place inside you that you can return to whenever you wish. For now, there is only this moment, this breath, this soft, dark shore, this feeling of being quietly, completely held. Nothing is missing, Nothing is wrong. The world has grown simple. Just breath and night and the soothing hush of water and wind. Allow yourself to stay here as long as you like. Let the calm of the tropical night surround you and move through you with each slow breath, safe, supported, free to drift into deep, unbroken peace as the waves roll on and the palms keep gently swaying in the quiet, endless night.